Hey you guys, I'm Ashley.
And I'm Liz, and welcome to the Besties in the Books podcast. Buckle up for a spoiler-free episode.
Yes. You guys, look at our beanies if you're on YouTube.
So cute!
I got us some beanies made. It says Besties in the Books. That's it. That's all it says. Besties in the Books.
But they're just, they're our vibes.
They're our colors, they're our vibes, and I'm obsessed. We're wearing them, so I had to give them a shout out. They're so cute.
I know. I love them. I needed a good, black beanie, and then it's got the, 90s edge to it. Yeah, it's perfect.
And I did order them for the Romanticon, and they came the day that we got to Romanticon, so.
Great.
Oh, well.
Yeah. You know what? They're still going to get a lot of wear.
So much so, I'm sure I'm already going to need to order a new one.
Yeah, so. Totally. So, what is today's episode about?
What is it? Hey. Why are you guys here? What's up?
It's going to be great. That's what I put on the map. Why did I write that? It's going to be great.
Just positive vibes.
Okay, so basically what we are going to do is do our faves and fails of the week, but then we're going to get into our one sentence review of every book that we read for the second half of 2024. So if you guys know, we already did this for January through June.
Which we'll link down below.
Yeah. Of 2024. We're finally getting around to do the second half of the year.
Listen, sorry it's 3 months late, but we did bring you Kelly Hart's interview.
Yeah.
Some other fun times. Hunger Games. We're a little late, but that's okay.
Yeah. Well, this is more so...
The books are still the books. So
they're still there.
They're still there. Whether we get them to you in December or March.
Yeah. I think, and truly, I mean, these are just meant to be funny one-sentence snippets where we describe to you, in a nutshell, our star rating, but then what the book is about. So it's not meant to be very, don't take this very seriously. These reviews are literally the one-off one-sentence reviews from Goodreads that you read because they're just funny.
Yeah.
Some of them we love, some of them we hated. We will end with our top and bottom three of the last second half, I guess you could say, of 2024.
Yeah, exactly.
But we're just going to kind of go back and forth down the list and let you guys know. That way, if any, I don't know, of those one-sentence reviews sound interesting to you, you could just go through the list and you could just add them to your TBR.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sounds good.
So before we get into that, we just want to say thank you for being here.
Dude, thank you guys so much for being here. Do you guys know how much... Do you know how much we appreciate you guys so freaking much? We love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to us every week, taking time out of your day and your book to just see what we have to say about books and life and everything in between, man. We appreciate you. If you are new here, you just happen to stumble upon our little voices, make sure to like, follow, and subscribe anywhere you like to listen to your favorite podcasts, including YouTube. Also over on Instagram and TikTok, and we're at Besties in the Books podcast pretty much everywhere. I think TikTok just ends with pod because they can't fit it all in. That's what she said.
That's what she said.
So that's where we're at. And we'd love to have you join our little circle of trust.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so fave and fail of the week.
Liz is here in person. So
yeah, I mean, that's our fave, but we'll do a different fave. But yeah, that's obviously the fave. It's been so much fun. I've already been here a week. I'm staying a whole nother week.
Yeah. What a treat.
That's
for everyone.
So exciting. We've been getting to watch the Hunger Games together. Okay, so my fave of the week that does not include me being here or us going to BookCon, because we talked about that in a different episode, is literally watching Hunger Games with Ashley. Because I swear it's so comical. Because we'll just be sitting there watching it, and then all of a sudden Ashley will be like, I'm crying again. And she'll go get a tissue. It got me again. And she'll go get a tissue. It's so funny.
And I'm not really a crier. So I think that's part of it too. I would suspect.
Well, yeah, if you cried all the time, it wouldn't be funny.
I mean, I don't know. I just don't. Yeah. So if something gets me, it gets me good, and I'm bawling.
Yeah, it's hilarious though. Just the way that she says it. Oh, they got me again. All the time. Yeah. It's so cute. So yeah, I mean, just watching the Hunger Games in general is fun. I mean, I love the Hunger Games, and so watching you experience them is super entertaining. But that specifically, also. Roasting PETA is funny.
It is. It
is. Poor guy.
We're separating the book from the movie. We'll go into that in our Hunger Games wrap-up episode if it hasn't been up yet. Sorry, we're pre-filming, so I don't know when is where and who is what. But We're having a very fun time with that movie version right
There's just nothing better and I had like warned Ashley about this jump scare like going into it, and I remembered it.
Prepared me.
I was like, you don't even know. Like when he literally camouflages himself like a rock and like sticks and trees, there's nothing that can prepare you for seeing that.
I want to watch it again.
Yeah.
And I own the
It's so
movies
good.
now, so.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's funny roasting PETA, like,
so many different scenarios that
you
come
know,
up. Oh, how does he
guy.
know how to bushwhack? Oh, just kidding, he doesn't, because of what happens when he's doing it.
I know he's got like his big machete out and he's like chopping the trees and moving. I'm like, you know what? Maybe he's finally learning to pull his own weight. And then
Nope.
So anyways, it's just making fun of PETA.
We can't take anything too seriously if you haven't gotten the hint yet.
Yeah. I mean, it's very serious and we talk about a lot of the themes
Yes.
seriously, but like, I'm sorry, but no, that actor, like, we just can't with you.
Yeah. We like to bring you everything to these episodes,
Yeah.
and because that's what we are in life. Like, we have our serious moments, and then we have times when we need to just call it out in a sarcastic, comical way.
Yeah. And it's funny.
Yeah.
So that's been my fave so far of the week.
Yeah. What about a fail? What have I disappointed you in?
Like, do I even have a fail of this week? I feel like if I had to pick a fail, it would just be like no sleep.
No, sleep. Till
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah. Oh, actually,
But it's worth it every
I
time.
have kind of a mean fail.
Okay.
I'm glad I thought of this though, because
Oh, no.
I think it needs to be said. So yeah, we have definitely not been getting enough sleep, but hey, it's because we're up late at night making fun of PETA. And so it's fine. Also, did you guys know that Reacher is on the Hunger Games?
Yes.
I had no idea. If you guys are Reacher fans, you know, it's like I watch it with my husband. I actually like it. It's pretty good. We were watching Catching Fire last night. And I was like, oh my God, is that Reacher? And it is. I totally didn't remember. He looks like a little baby. It's cute. Okay. So anyway, that's a side note. The fail was that Ashley and I, after we left BookCon, went to the last bookstore.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And was it terrible? No. But it definitely is like set up very much like kind of like a tourist attraction.
Yes.
Place to take Instagram photos.
Yeah.
You know, neither of us. Wait, no, you ended up getting an old school version of Lord of the Flies.
Yes. It was so hard to finally find something, though,
Yeah, I literally, guys, I didn't buy one book.
which is nuts. This girl.
That's crazy. I literally couldn't
buying
find a
at
book.
least a few.
I couldn't find a book I wanted.
Yeah. That's so sad.
It was sad. It was very like chaotic energy. It was like a lot of really cool, like, you know, they have like the arch made out of the books
Yeah.
and like it's 2 stories. So you can like look down and see whatever. It's neat. They've got a bunch of different like, yeah, just places to take cool photos. But at the end of the day, like I felt like their book selection wasn't that great. And their romance section, I'm just going to say it was abysmal.
Okay, so here's the thing I'm thinking of right now as we're talking about it.
Okay.
Okay. We just had Romantasy BookCon literally a block away from that place.
Yeah.
And it seems as if their books are secondhand mostly, or like donated maybe, or thrifted.
Yeah.
What if we cleared out the romance section in Romantasy and Fantasy women authors? Because there was a lot of space in the romance
Like there was a
section.
ton
Empty space.
and then people just went in and
there
bought them
were
all.
like lines the whole time we were there. So I wonder.
You're thinking that they're, well, I don't know. Okay, maybe. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt, but from what I saw, okay, this is what the romance section looked like. It was like, first of all, it was not big, okay?
It wasn't big, but there was empty shelves.
There was empty shelves, but it was a very small section in general. So the most that they could have had was like one little tiny section, even if it was full, okay? And all the romance that they had, which like no shade to Nora Roberts, but like that's what it was.
I did see one Emily McIntyre book in there.
You did? Which
You
one?
didn't see it? It was hexed or crossed.
Okay.
Yeah. One. But that's what makes me think, what if there were more?
And we just bought them all. Hopefully that's the case. Maybe you guys can tell me. Have you been to the last bookstore and the romance section was good?
It was also even weird. Like, I was just looking for a bunch of George Orwell books. Like, why can't I find those?
Yeah.
Like, you know?
Yeah, like they should have been on the dystopian section. Yeah, maybe the BookCon just like bought all their good
books. And
books.
then the banned book section literally had Lord of the Flies left and one other book. I don't remember which one it was.
I don't remember either.
So it had more on there before that people bought.
Yeah.
So
maybe they were just cleaned out.
But going back to support your opinion, it did feel very touristy. Like, and I've been trying to get us there for the last 2 years of Liz coming to see me. It's like, we got to get up there. It looks so cool because you only see the cool Instagram pictures. You don't see the book selection. And I was under the impression it was both new books and used books, you know? And so it was a little lackluster.
Yeah, I mean, they had some
books to purchase,
some new,
but it was very busy too.
It was super busy.
So I just wonder if it just goes fast. Maybe there's certain days that are restock days that are more popular, you know?
Maybe. It was really chaotic in there for me, though. Yeah. Like, I get overwhelmed really easily.
And moldy.
Yeah. I mean, it just goes on and on. It's just this huge building, like, and the upstairs, they call it the labyrinth, and it literally is. It's just like rows and shelves of like fantasy, horror, true crime, like all those. But it was just really overwhelming.
It's older. It's like 90s books mostly.
Yeah. I will say I did find one of the Vicious Lost Boys books in the horror section all by its lonesome.
Yeah. So that's what makes me think there was like little ones here and there.
Yeah.
So unless they really get a rare selection, or we were, you know, Romancy was taking over for 3 days.
Maybe.
A block away. Did it just get wiped out?
Yeah, okay.
Like all the t-shirts were gone that you wanted. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe they just got wiped out from BookCon.
Hey, if you were there, let us know.
Did you go
to the last bookstore?
Or have you been to the last bookstore at a different time when a convention wasn't going on and they had a great selection? Yeah. Let us know that, because I would be curious. Like, if it'd be worth going back. Because at this point, I wouldn't go out of my way to go back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't buy one book.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I found that one literally walking into checkout. I was like, oh, finally.
Yeah. So what about you?
My fave of the week has also been staying up late and watching Hunger Games, even though we're so tired we do it. And then also we've been going to the gym, and my gym here that I go to is very like resort gym. So that first day you were here, today we got to do it. We didn't work out or anything, but the first day we did, and then we got to go to by the pool. Today we just got to like get some work done.
It was so nice.
Eat a nice lunch and have cold brew.
Yeah.
So that was great. You know, it's
like sitting quietly. It's like Ashley's working on, you know, her computer. I'm working on my iPad. We're doing podcast stuff. It's like just peaceful.
Like work. It's just nice and chill and fun and relaxing.
Yeah.
Peaceful.
Yeah, peaceful.
Because anybody that's in that cafe is just working, so it's just chill.
Yeah.
You know?
It was nice.
And then great sunlight. The weather's nice. And then the other thing would be also filming in person.
Yeah.
So nice. I mean, it doesn't really feel like we're not in person when we're filming virtually, you know, because it's just so easy. But it's also, you know, just different, switching it up.
Yeah.
Filming in person. So, yeah.
Nice.
Do
you have a fail?
My fail is that my romanticy dress never even showed up.
Oh, that's right.
It was supposed to be here the day or two before. And then I was like, well, no tracking updates.
Well, and you ordered it a month ago, right?
Yeah, I ordered it like beginning of January. And so it's, you know, maybe I understand. I'm bad on me. I ordered from Amazon, but it's like slim pickings. I don't know where I should have been asking people, where did they get all their dresses at Romanticy, because they're beautiful.
Yeah.
So I just felt like everywhere that I looked didn't have the vibe I was looking for. So I did Amazon, and it does come in from China. Like, so it's going through all the checks and stuff.
Yeah, through customs and everything.
Customs, there we go. So, you know, it didn't happen. And so the worst part about that was we had to make a game plan for the next day, which was the day before we needed to leave, which was supposed to be our chill day, because we knew it was going to be a busy weekend, and we had to go to the freaking shopping. Yuck. Luckily, for the first time ever, the stars aligned, and it happened to be, I went to Windsor, for anybody that wanted to know where my dress was from. They had a dress that was almost the same.
It was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
The perfect color.
I loved it. The perfect color I was looking for. It was the last dress I found in there, because they had some dresses online at Windsor that I liked, but they weren't showing in stock at the stores in person, of course. So I was like, you know, I gotta be able to find something. So we went to one of the malls around here and we found it. And, you know, I picked like 4 or 5 other ones that were the same style that I was looking for, but not. It was like black and pink. And I already have my accessories and shoes and everything. And then it was the green one that I found. And they only had like one of each size. So I lucked out. They had my size and it fit perfectly. It worked out. I was just like, thank you. Thanks to Crows for getting me that freaking dress. Because then we didn't need to keep shopping. Because that's the worst.
Yeah.
We're like, I remember shopping with my mom and sisters. Like, here we go. It's a whole day endeavor.
Yeah.
Try to get what you want.
Well, shopping when you're looking for something specific is always a nightmare.
Works out.
No.
So we did a little recon and that helped. But then still, it's like you can only hope for the best. And it worked out. It worked freaking out. I think I was in and out of there in 20 minutes max.
Yeah, no, it was great. I mean, we had enough time to like get Starbucks and go to Barnes & Noble.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, yeah.
Which now, after going to the last bookstore, I kind of want to go back to Barnes & Noble.
Yeah, we will. That one here. And so that was a fail because it didn't come, but it also it turned into
Worked out.
It's not a fave, but it worked out. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I ever get the Amazon dress, maybe I'll keep it. Maybe it's different enough. I mean, it's the same color. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Or I'll try to return it. Who knows? Whatever.
Keep it for the next book.
I doubt it'll ever show up at this point, but
I mean, we'll see.
it's a crapshoot.
Okay, so here's the deal. We've got a lot of books that we read
Yeah.
in 2024. We're just doing the second half, so that's good.
Yeah, you were so overwhelmed when you...
I know, I was like, oh my God,
I was
that's
like, we've already
literally
done, by the
like
way.
91
Half of
books.
it.
I was like, oh, that's right. We already did half. Thank God. So we're just
Like,
going to...
who's ready for 5-hour podcast episodes?
Yeah, oh my God, imagine.
Tangents we do, too.
So the way it's going to go is like, guys, we're not giving you context. We're not giving you plot. We're not giving you spoilers. We're giving you nothing. You're getting no information.
That's just yelling at you for the next 45 minutes.
Yeah. We're just literally, it's going to be a rapid fire, back and forth, one sentence, review with a star rating.
Yeah.
And many of the books that we read, we both read because we were either reading it for book club, for the podcast, whatever. So.
And with that said, if you want more in-depth,
yeah.
Reviews, if we mention a book, you can search on our channel. On YouTube, at least. I don't know how podcasting works, but on YouTube, you can go to search from our channel page and search for the book and see if we have an in-depth review, an author interview, like what have you, about it for more context.
Yeah, if you want to listen to us yap for an hour and a half, we might have something for you.
We got fucking Onyx Storm and Iron Flame in there for you,
Go for it.
We got all the Harry Potters that we'll talk about. Like, we go into hard and deep.
Yeah, hard and deep.
So this
As
one
usual.
is a short and sweet quickie, if you will.
Yeah, it's just so that you can like sit there with your
delight.
It's an afternoon delight. Sit there with your pen and paper, with your Post-its, if you will, and you can just jot down some names of books.
Maybe a yes or no. Circle
Yeah.
which one. Will you go out with this book?
Yeah, will you go out with this book?
Yeah, date with a book.
Date with a book.
Yes. Circle yes, no, maybe.
Maybe.
I have to ask my mom. Like a love note.
I love it.
It's cool.
It's cute. So we'll just do
getting
that.
weird.
Yeah, we're just going to go back and forth until we're done. If we read the same book, we're going to do those back to back, and then we will end with our top 3 and bottom 3.
Let's go.
Let's go.
First book I'm going to talk about, traveling back in time to July. Harry Potter 1, Philosopher or Sorcerer's Stone, depending on what continent you're on. 4 stars. A very optimistic start, and I enjoyed it, but it wasn't 1,000% something that sucked me in. Probably because it was aimed for a younger audience than I, a 36-year-old lady. Oh, 37 now, but 36 at the time.
Great.
Boom.
Okay, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Mildly entertaining children's book about a human boy who finds out he's a wizard and gets whisked away to magic school. 4 stars.
Ah, great. The House in the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune. 4 stars. This was a really cute and heartfelt book centered around a group home for mythical orphans, kind of like X-Men style, but a little bit more fantastical than superhero. I will read the next one.
Awesome.
Wasn't my favorite. I've only read 3 T.J. Klune books. Wasn't my favorite one, but I still really enjoyed it.
Okay. Leather and Lark. Tall, tattooed, grumpy Irish hitman is soft for only her, but she also has violent tendencies and a complicated past. 5 stars.
Great. Harry Potter Book 2, Chamber of Secrets. 5 stars. Loved the twisty turns and fast pacing of this book.
Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. The Harry Potter book with the only character worth reading about, Tom Riddle. 4 stars.
Okay, The Great Gatsby. This was a pod read, a reread for the 3rd time. Obviously 5 stars. Need I say more? No, if you missed that episode, we talk all about it. Boom.
For some reason, The Great Gatsby isn't on here for me.
I almost put it on my top 3 list, but I was like, come on.
For some reason, it's not on here for me.
Talk about it.
Well, it was a 5 stars. It's a classic, and I feel like I gleaned a lot of new information reading it for the 3rd time.
Yeah. In such an age as us.
Yes. And now I'm curious why it's not on this list.
Well, I had to go back in and add it to my Goodreads because we were keeping it like a secret that we were reading it.
Oh, did I
So
read
it might have
92
been-
books last year?
It might have been. If it's go back and look in your
I'll
Goodreads
look.
list.
Bonus book. How cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, what a treat.
Or maybe just an
What
error.
a surprise. Yep.
Yep. Slaying the Vampire Conqueror by good old Carissa Broadbent. Spin-off within the Crowns of Nyaxia world involving a witchy cult, vampires, and the takedown of a tyrannical government. 4 stars.
Harry Potter Book 3, Prisoner of Azkaban.
Okay.
4 stars. Started to get a little repetitive, even though I still liked it. It's mostly Sirius Black that I love.
Okay.
Okay.
You said that was 4 stars?
4 stars, apparently. I went back to Goodreads. Like, I guess that's how I felt.
Yeah, that's
I got
good.
a little muddy there towards the end.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Harry
series.
Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Filler book with many side quests and kids going on middle school age adventures, like freeing a potentially vital member of the rebellion from prison. 3 stars.
guys, Split or Swallow by Lindsay Straub. 5 stars. Fun, smutty time, but as always, Lindsay weaved in important themes. And if you want to check out our interview with her, you can check it out on the podcast as well as a deep dive video. That was hard to decide. You know, it was a top 3, but I had to,
Yeah.
it was hard.
Yeah. Split or Swallow, now Kiss of the Basilisk.
Yes.
A super spicy basilisk romance between a prince, a strong but young FMC, and the basilisk tasked with teaching her the ways. Oh, did I mess this up? No. And the basilisk tasked with teaching her the ways of sex in order to please the prince and become queen. 5 stars.
And if you guys didn't know, since our interview with Lindsay, she has been picked up by a publishing house. So her books are now available at Barnes & Nobles. Anywhere you like to purchase books, probably. And like, dude, that's freaking awesome. So cool. So it's called
Yeah.
Kiss of the Basilisk now. So, very cool. My next book was a book club book that we all read together.
Okay.
Hurricane Wars. 4 stars. It was too smart for me, though. But good story. It's not the author's fault. I'm a dummy. The first 50% of the book. Second 50% of the book, I was invested more. So, yeah. It was a hard one for me.
Nice. Yeah.
What about you?
Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. In my opinion, one of the most boring books I've ever read, which shouldn't have to be boring because it's about a potentially deadly wizard tournament. But oddly enough, they barely talk about it. 4 stars.
Great. 4 stars, though, still.
Yeah.
Okay. Harry Potter Book 5, Order of the Phoenix. Apparently, I gave it. It's a surprise to me as you guys. 4 to 5 stars. Finally, we get. Oh yes, it was the scariest villain of all, Umbridge. That was what was good about the book.
Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. A very long book all about building and forming the resistance while still managing to go to wizard school for children. 4 stars.
A Feather So Black. 4 stars. Loved this book, even though the pacing was a little disjointed. Loved the audio. Will read the next one. I dare to say have to read the audio because I think I would have struggled. You struggled with the...
It's just a lot of pronunciation that's
issues
great
for me.
with the audio.
Yeah.
And the narrator was
'Cause
excellent.
it's, Scottish accent? What was it? Irish?
Irish, I think. Yeah.
So yeah, it's hard for me to get into a good flow when I have to read it when it's in an accented way. So audio comes through because it helps me learn.
It was great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Feather So Black, which, just to let you guys know, the sequel did come out very recently. I can't wait to read it. Feather So Black, a changeling raised in the human realm as a royal and an assassin, is tasked with traveling to the Fey realm to kill the Fey prince and retrieve the princess who she took the place of. But he's a hot shadow daddy, so good luck. 4 stars.
Yeah. I have to say, if you love the very like old school fairy tale vibes,
Yes.
even though I didn't love the Cruel Prince series, dare I say, if you did love the Cruel Prince series, give A Feather So Black a try because it's going to give the fairy tale element vibe, not necessarily like the love story, I say loosely, or whatever, So,
I loved it.
it was great. It was a good time. Harry Potter Book 6, Half-Blood Prince. 4 stars. Finally, we get character building with the protagonists. I don't remember rating it so high, but okay.
Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, more child wizard side quests, and a small bone of character development thrown to the adult reader in regard to Voldemort's past. 4 stars.
Yeah. I think it's because I'm trying to rate it in the lens of who they're geared
Yeah,
for.
totally.
Not like me as a person right now.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Me as a fictional person, not a real person.
Guild, the first book in the Plated Prisoner series by Raven Kennedy. 4 stars. Good, but not sucked in yet.
Just give it time.
Yeah. I gotta say, I'm proud of us right now. We are pretty rapid firing it.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's great.
It's going more smoothly than the first time.
Yeah. Okay, next one. Seeking the Fallen Realm by TJ London.
Yes.
Yes. Angels, demons, magic, and a portal to another world. And an epic love triangle. 4 stars.
You guys, check it out. Check it out. She's like on her 3rd book.
Yeah, it's crazy.
She's doing great. Realm of Sin, which is a book club pick. 3 stars, just blah.
Just blah.
King author with like none of the fun context you would want, but all the smut if you do want.
Yeah.
So it was blah for me though.
Yeah. Realm of Sin. When you time travel back to King Arthur times, only to get unceremoniously banged by everyone. 2 stars.
Mave Fly by CJ Lead. 4 to 5 stars. That's an eternal struggle I have. It was well written, but I'm not necessarily a fan of horror. But it was horror, crazy twists, female lead, really crazy story. If you liked Chuck Palahniuk, give this a try. As a female author, that's a Chuck Palahniuk type of vibe for horror. There we go. Boom.
Yep. A Court of Wings and Ruin. A reread. An epic conclusion to the battle against Highburn, and a scene where a certain 2 characters who won't admit their love for each other almost die in the most tragic way possible, which lives rent-free in my head and will until the end of time. 5 stars.
Harry Potter Book 7, Deathly Hallows. 3 stars. What a mess, honestly. That's all I said.
That's all she wrote. A Court of Frost and Starlight. Reread. The Christmas special holiday novella in the ACOTAR series that actually is full of important information. 5 stars.
Yeah. Ooh. And that was rated higher with your reread, right?
Yes.
Take notes, guys. Take notes. Don't skip it.
Don't
Okay.
skip it.
Another episode. We have everything all about. Go do a deep dive. Break for Me and Survive for Me by Ember Nicole. So I put those together because it's like a book 1 and 2 duet. 5 stars, both of them. Loved them. It was great.
It's great.
What can I say about them? Read them. Do it. It's if you want a fast-paced, unlike my speaking, if you want the opposite of me explaining things, you can read the book by the time I get it out. How would you've read them too, so how would you
a dark contemporary romance with a very unique plot between a bounty hunter and his bounty.
Poundy hunter.
A poundy. He pounds are good. We know that's what happened.
Enjoy. But
enjoy.
it's emotional. Read the trigger warning. It goes to dark places. It does. So.
It does, but it's good if you like
pace. Yeah.
If you like dark romance, but you want something that's like action, like cannot put it down. It's great.
Yeah.
Ember Nicole.
Yep.
Court of Silver Flames. Reread. A book about trauma, healing, and the importance of never giving up on yourself or the people who will be down in the trenches with you no matter what. 5 stars.
Boom.
Boom.
Now we're going into Twilight. This was our mini series of the winter time.
Yeah.
Winter? Fall? Winter. Okay. Twilight, book 1. 4 stars. Loved the characters way more than I thought I would. Wow.
Wow. Okay. Twilight. A girl named Bella moves to Forks, Washington, where she listens to angsty music a lot while it's raining, drives an old truck, and reluctantly falls in love with a vampire. 4 stars.
Great. Phantasma by Kaylee Smith. 4 stars. OCD and intrusive thought representation. Very important. Gothic death games with 7 circles of hell type level vibes. And a paranormal romance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Phantasma. A witch and a ghost fall in love during a Hunger Games-like challenge in a haunted Victorian castle. 4 stars.
Twilight New Moon, which is book 2, I believe.
Yep.
4 stars. Can Jacob not? That's all I wrote.
And guys, we have deep dive videos on all these.
Yeah. We go on and on for 30 to 45 minutes.
Yeah. New Moon. The book where Bella is depressed, dramatic as hell, and delusional. Literally the entire time. So she cliff dives and rides a motorcycle to feel alive. 4 stars.
Twilight Eclipse, Book 3. Stephanie Meyer, by the way, if you don't know who that is. Who wrote it. 4 stars. I have no memory of this place. I wrote nothing, so apparently it's left my brain. But again, guys, you know Twilight. It's the 3rd book. We have a video about it. You can see my thoughts there. I emptied them when I was done with that video, apparently.
That's hilarious. Eclipse, the love triangle book, where Bella chooses between Edward and Jacob, but also discovers a lot about herself and helps in several age-old paranormal conflicts. 4 stars.
Okay. Full Sack.
by Layla Faye.
Our Thanksgiving novella read. 5 stars. Fun time. Extremely unique. Not for the squeamish. Boy, it sucked me in. Wow.
Wow. I was a bit more literal. Full Sack. A Thanksgiving story about a magical man whose magical penis shoots presents out when he, 3 stars.
Oh, Thanksgiving presents.
Yeah.
Well, anything really.
Yeah. Whatever your heart desires.
Jeez. Breaking Dawn, the 4th and final, well, kind of final book in Twilight series, unless you count the spinoffs. 4 stars. I loved it the most. Only reason why it's more of a 4-star than a 5-star was 30% of the book was Jacob's point of view. So that
was disappointing.
Knocked it down.
Yeah. Breaking Dawn. The wedding, honeymoon, crazy, insane, vampire, baby birth, Bella turning, imprinting with Jacob and a baby, and the conclusion to the conflict with the Volturi book. 4 stars.
Nice. Hunted in Holly, our other Christmas novella read, which was a Santa dark romance. Dark Santa dark romance, if you will. 5 stars. I still think about it to this day.
Yeah.
Also, let's not discredit Dark Elsa here, because that's the female lead. Loved it. Can't wait to read it again, honestly.
Hunted in Holly. How Santa meets Mrs. Claus is a much darker and more violent tale than you might think. 4 stars.
Mr. Jingle, our other Christmas novella read. 2 stars.
Okay.
WTF. Didn't like it.
Mr. Jingle, a supernatural Christmas bean with no face and jingle bells on his you-know-whats, comes out of a magic mirror and bangs the lady that created him. Then they fall in love. 3 stars.
Yep. Lights Out by, remind me the author?
Navessa Allen.
Thank you. 4 stars. Great read. Loved it. Was my first dark rom-com, I believe.
Oh, yeah, because you didn't do Leather and Lark in those yet.
Nope. And I thought I hadn't read a dark romance comedy, and then you reminded me that I read Lights Out. So
yeah,
it was great. I loved it. Good
cool.
time.
Awesome.
What about you?
Okay, let's see. Dawn of Onyx.
It's on my list.
By Kate Golden. A healer gets caught up in an epic war between kingdoms when she trades herself for her brother and becomes a prisoner to a shadow daddy. 4 stars.
Nice.
Haunting Adeline. Reread. The stalker romance of all stalker romances. There's Zaid Meadows, a gothic mansion, a ghost story, and the taking down of underground sex trafficking rings. 5 stars.
Nice.
One of our Christmas reads. I think this was a Christmas read. 3 Times the Fun. Was that a Christmas read? Yeah. A woman
Thanksgiving.
That was Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was hard to tell. A woman wants to liberate herself from her past crappy relationship by getting it on with 3 guys at a sex club. 3 stars.
Yeah.
Literally no indication of what holiday that was. Part of the problem.
Yeah.
Devourer of Men by Nikki St. Crone. Hook and the crocodile end up with a thing for each other and occasionally invite Wendy to join their swords crossing party. 4 stars. It was a good time.
Nice.
Read it. The Nightmare Man.
Oof.
I can't not remember who wrote this. It is a horror book. Horror story about an author's books coming true and the detective who is trying to crack the case.
Whoa.
4 stars.
Crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Live for Me by Ember Nicole. Book 3 in the Broken Bounty series, a book about finding a person who can help you heal and grow through all of your trauma so you can start truly living again. 5 stars. I feel like I'm just talking. I'm just going.
Yeah.
Invisible Monsters by Chuck Palahniuk. This is a reread. Twisty, turny clusterfuck and commentary on what it means to be a woman and beautiful in air quotes, about a fashion model trying to ruin her own life. 5 stars.
Yeah, I'll say 5 stars too, but I haven't reread it since high school.
You should. I think you'd like it better now.
I want to. There, I added something to the conversation.
Dawn of Flames, Dragons of Ember Hollow, Book 3.
That one looks so good.
It is good. It's good. It's like if you want like an easy on the brain like trilogy about dragon shifters.
Yeah.
Yeah. The happily ever after conclusion to a spicy wide shoes reverse harem story about dragon shifters.
Great.
4 stars.
Sold.
Yeah.
I know, where's my TBR list? I need to write down.
Yeah, right. The Beast. Want to know what it would be like to F the Beast in his beast form? Like every detail? This is for you. 3 stars. The Perfect Gift. These are Christmas. We're getting into the Christmas novella times.
Nice.
The Perfect Gift. A husband and wife are staying in a cabin over the holidays, and 2 hot lumberjack strangers seek refuge from the storm, which turns into holiday fun had by all. 5 stars. A Very Stalker Christmas. Adorable story about a stalker who brings holiday cheer and overall happiness to a woman who deserves every bit of it. 4 stars.
Nice.
It is by Layla Faye, who writes all the like completely unhinged holiday romances, and this one was surprisingly like sweet, and I feel like anyone could read it and enjoy it. Great. Dance Sugar Plum. It was so good. Oh my god. A Nutcracker retelling with dark mafia ballerina vibes. 5 stars.
Nice. I feel like that's the way to go for the holidays is the novellas.
Oh, they're so great.
I'm just them up this year.
Yeah, it's like one a night.
Yeah.
Like literally, it was so great.
It's like an advent calendar of
Yes!
novellas. Oh my gosh.
It was so fun. Sacked and Slade. Serial killer stalker Santa shacks up with a holiday mall elf in the most disturbing of ways. 4 stars. I have one more before we get into our top and bottom. The Songbird and the Heart of Stone. Book 4 in the Crowns of Nyaxia series, where we travel through the different stages of hell to save the world through an amazingly dark yet whimsical adventure. And I did not put my star rating on there, but I think I rated it 4 stars.
Cool. Okay, let's jump down to our bottom 3 reads of the last half of the year. We'll ping pong back and forth, guys.
Great.
One of the 3 worst ones I read was Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
Shocking.
Maybe 3 stars, I think I did. You know, it doesn't really need to say much. What a mess. It was also the one I was most excited to read, so that's part of it for sure. Because I was the one that I when I was banned from reading them as a child, I was just like, oh, it looks so cool and interesting, and it wasn't. So all those years it lived rent free in my head. It was my least favorite of all the books.
Yeah.
What's your book pick?
Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows.
Yeah.
The epically disappointing conclusion to the series where exactly what we thought would happen happens, because Voldemort sucks and these books are written for 5th graders. The end. 3 stars.
Come at us, whatever. We've already gotten it from the fandom. We don't care. We got no regrets.
No regrets.
Like, we are who we are. It is what it is. I'm so happy for you if you love it. It's not us.
Yeah.
Let's go. Okay. Because I'm going to get some more right now. Another terrible book for me. Icebreaker by Hannah Grace.
I think that sounds right. Okay. I did not read it, but yes, that sounds right.
Yeah, so Icebreaker, Liz and I each picked a hockey romance to read about. Did you list yours? It will be coming. Okay.
I have not listed it yet. I wonder why.
Perhaps, maybe. So yeah, Icebreaker, while I get why people probably like it, I mean, they do, obviously. It has a lot of highly rated reviews. It's not something that I like. Sports romance has yet to strike my fancy. And it was just very college kids to read about. And that's my least favorite thing in the world.
Yeah.
To read about.
Yeah.
You go.
What did you rate it?
I don't remember. I think I rated it like 2 stars personally, on a personal level. But 3 stars in a...
Like for romance or whatever.
Sports romance?
Yeah. Yeah, my next one was Consider Me by Becca Mack. I'm pretty sure that's who wrote it. A hockey romance with a ton of miscommunication, a 3rd act breakup, and a surprise marriage and pregnancy. Take from that what you will. 2 stars.
Yeah. We tried. Those were the most popular ones, guys.
Yeah.
We tried.
Okay. What's your third?
Last third terrible one was 3 Times the Fun that Liz already touched on.
Yeah.
Because it was supposed to be Thanksgiving. It wasn't. So that made me mad. And it was just blah. I wasn't invested. And I have 2 holiday novellas on here that are 5 stars. So
they
not
exist.
because it's novella that it can't be.
No,
good.
sometimes novellas are really good.
Like one of my favorite Crystal Broadbent books are a novella.
Yeah.
So
Get over it. Get over it. Okay.
What about you? What are we ending with?
My third least favorite of the last half of 2024 is Zodiac Academy Book 1, The Awakening.
See, we're saying some fighting words here.
Yeah.
I know.
And I really tried. So many, many, many pages or minutes of 18-year-old school drama with a tiny bit of spice and an even tinier bit of world building. 3 stars.
That's what I kind of gather from us at this point. It's like, if it's academia centered where they're young or dealing with young problems, even if they're maybe, let's say, mid-20s writing dragons and they're freaking dealing with adolescent drama, it's just not for us. I know some people love that, and I'm not going to judge because like everybody loves some good tea, some good drama.
Yeah.
But like for us, it's just might not be our category.
Yeah, I mean, everyone says don't quit on Zodiac Academy until you get to book 3, until you finish book 3. I can't bring myself to do it. I really want to.
If that was only books left in the world, okay.
Well, yeah.
But it's like when you have all these other ones to choose from.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's like, why?
It's yeah. So, all right, let's end on a high note with this. Okay, so why don't you give me your first? So we're doing top 3.
Okay. One of my top 3 reads from the last half of 2024 was The Shackled Serpent by K.M. Lister.
All right.
Dude, Liz had recommended that book to me. The way it ripped my heart out. Holy guacamole, Batman. That book was so good. So good. Fantasy and just badass FMC and like just a story of just, dude, suspense and political intrigue and brutality in a fantasy world where you have magical beings and creatures of all different society levels. Crazy, amazing. I can't wait for the next book that she's coming out with. Like,
Yeah,
I don't even know what it is. I just want to read it. It's not a part 2. It's just another book. And if she did that great on this book, I know the next one's going to be amazing.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's a one-off. So I think that's what's important to mention. If you're looking for one that's like, it's not going to have any sequels. It doesn't have any sequels. It's just a great fantasy. Yeah. Check it out.
Dude.
Yeah.
Be prepared.
Be prepared.
Be prepared. It's so good. And I still think about it to this day.
Yeah.
So that says it all. I would reread it.
Yeah. She is working on her second book.
Yeah.
Exciting.
There we go.
So I included these together because it was weird to do them separately. So my faves, The Hurricane Wars and A Monsoon Rising by Thea Guanzon. I think that's how you say your name. Sorry if we're mispronouncing everything. So The Hurricane Wars. An insane info dump of perfect world building with an intricate magic system setting us up for the slowest of slow burns between 2 characters based on Rey and Kylo from Star Wars. 5 stars.
Yep.
Then the sequel, A Monsoon Rising, the perfect follow-up to book 1 with the Reylo payoff we all deserve and every dirty line you wish Adam Driver had said in the movies. 5 stars.
There you go.
It was so good. I can't wait for the next one to come out. Guys, it's amazing.
My next book is Live For Me by Ember Nicole.
Nice.
Yeah, of the 3 books that she has written in that series, the Broken Bounty series, Live For Me is my favorite. It was still, there's high stakes going on, but it was more of an emotional trauma healing book, set around a little bit different characters if you read Live For Me and Survive For Me. And it was so good. I loved it. So good, so good. Yeah.
My next one is Lights Out by Navessa Allen. A perfect book about the sweetest stalker you'll ever meet, who still wants you to ride the knife handle. Enjoy. 5 stars. The reason why I included it, because I rated it 5 stars. I just want to say that. I rated it 5 stars. It was an amazing book. I really enjoyed it. I think it changed my perception, like Leather and Lark, of me being able to like genres that aren't just super dark romance.
Yeah.
So that's why I rated it 5 stars, but also because the audiobook was my favorite audiobook of last year.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
There's that. Mm-hmm.
There you go.
All right. What's your last top read?
You know, I gotta give it to her. I know it had mixed reviews, but not from me. Songbird in the Heart of Stone by Carissa Broadbent. I love every single book this lady writes.
Yeah.
I look at it critically. However, listen, Liz put it perfectly. It's What Dreams May Come meets fantasy romance. And you have that 7 Circles of Hell energy going on. They're traveling. And I loved hearing Misha's story some more. And there were some deep elements involved. And I just can't wait for the next one. What can you do?
Oh my God, it's going to come out in August. I didn't realize it was going to be that soon. I'm so excited.
So,
yeah.
Loved it.
Good.
What about you?
Was it a 5 stars?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Top 3.
Okay, so my last favorite read, I had to throw this in here because, again, my top reads are always the ones that, like, literally, like, make me look at a genre differently or just stick with you. You know what I mean? Okay, so it's White Out by Gracie Williams. And I keep shouting it out on my Instagram, and I will until the end of time. Okay. The darkest of the dark romances I've ever read. More like horror, where sexy Santa bangs you before you fully understand the extent of his mental health issues. But by then, it's too late. 5 stars.
There you go.
Yeah.
Boom,
so good.
baby. So, by the way, what is your total read then for 2024? Total books read.
Well, now I'm confused because The Great Gatsby wasn't on there, so I got to check that. But I think 91.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Maybe 92.
Maybe 92. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to look at mine real quick if it's still on there.
So, yeah, I mean, my goal was 100.
Yeah.
So that's not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all, man. That was about the most you've ever done.
Yeah.
Your year before was 52, right?
52,
No.
yeah.
58.
Awesome.
I read 58 books. So, and yeah, it's awesome, dude. What awesomeness. Because the year before was like, what? 40, and the year before that was what? 1. You know?
That's a jump. That's a big jump.
1 to 58 or 68, whatever I just said. And you had finally hit your goal at 52, and then you're almost to 100.
Yep.
Let's see if you can do 100 this year.
See, I mean, I'm on track. I was on track before I came down here. January was like full disassociation mode for me. So I think I'm on my 16th book right now.
Nice. Yeah.
So I was doing well before I came down. Obviously, we've had other priorities since I've been down here, which is totally fine. Yeah. But yeah, that will mean that March I might be picking it back up.
I'm on 10. So for me, that's good.
Yeah.
10, and I have 2 open books right now. So.
Yep. Same.
There you go.
All right. So should we wrap it up with a smash or pass?
We shall.
Okay.
We're recently discussing Titanic on an episode. Okay. And I thought, funny you should mention that because I have a good smash or pass for you.
Great. Smash
or pass, the bad guy from Titanic, otherwise known as Cal, played by Billy Zane.
1,000% pass.
Ooh.
Yeah. He's a bad guy. He's a bad guy, but not in a good way. He's a bad guy in a gross, icky way.
Yeah.
He literally steals a baby and is save me.
I would have said smash until that moment.
Oh, not me. He literally slapped her. No, he's abusive. True. No.
You know what? It's been a long time since I watched it. I need to rewatch it. I'm basing this purely off of looks alone.
Oh, yeah. Off of looks? Off of looks alone, smash. Especially for back then when everyone looked 1,000 years old. Why did everyone look so old?
Yeah.
But as a character,
as we play this game,
absolutely not.
Pass.
Never pass.
Yeah.
Pass.
He's a no. No. Bad guy. No kind of guy.
To me, he's not even morally gray. He's just an a-hole.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I need to rewatch it, but it's been talked about on the internet, so I was like, perfect.
Yeah.
I'll use that. All right, what do you got for me?
Okay, so we've been watching the SNL 50th anniversary thing.
No, it's Smash or Pass SNL series.
So this is a loaded question.
Okay.
You have to smash one of Will Ferrell's characters. Which one do you choose?
The jacuzzi guy.
The jacuzzi guy.
It's already my husband, honestly. Jacuzzi Jeff is my husband, so feed me some sweetened meats. What do they call it?
Gross.
He's gonna be a good time.
I love Will Ferrell. He's so funny.
Otherwise, I can't think of any off the top of my head like that. What about you? Harry Carey.
No.
Smash all day.
As much as I love Harry Carey, definitely not. No, it will always 100,000 billion% for me always be Sky Corrigan from Superstar.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
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 I don't think I know who else would come to mind.
He's just so funny. He's just so funny in that, you know?
So funny.
And he's also nice. I think that's the other part of it too, is like he's funny, but he's supposed to be like the cool popular guy. Mm-hmm. But he still is so nice to Mary Catherine Gallagher. He's like the popular guy who's like got a heart of gold.
Yeah, that's another rewatch that we need to do.
Yeah. Oh my god, that would be hilarious.
We tried watching it
in
Vegas last year, but the freaking streaming service
to take it back on around to pack your own internet, guys.
Yeah, pack it up.
We're gonna have to start carrying around freaking hotspots everywhere now. That's so annoying. All right. So anyways, there you have it. We will post a box. What we should do is just post a box. Which Will Ferrell character would you smash? And then just let people tell us what they want. I love that.
Oh, you guys, thank you so much for being here today in this video and hearing what we read for the last half of the year and what we thought. Let us know if I want to know what your guys' favorite read was of 2024 and your least favorite. Let's get spicy and why. Let's hash it out.
Do you hate Zodiac Academy? Tell me why. Do you love it? No, literally everyone loves it.
Yeah.
You
know, there's a lot of things we love.
Hard times.
People don't, and there's things that we don't love and people love it. Wait.
It's true. Whatever. You guys know what we're saying.
Yeah. So anyway, make sure to like, follow, and subscribe anywhere you like to listen to your favorite podcasts, including YouTube, and go check us out on Instagram and TikTok at Besties in the Books Podcast everywhere. And you guys, we'll see you next
Tuesday and Friday and all the days.
See ya.
Bye.